Hello there, and welcome to the inaugural episode. Inaugural episode of Knicks Film School. That's right. Knicks Film School is actually doing film school. First, let me introduce my co-host for this first episode, Kris Pursiainen. Kris, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
We are going to dive into some tape. This will be the first of many editions of this that you will see this season, and God willing, many seasons to come. In which we're going to break down a little film. You know us, we are not necessarily experts, but we like to tell ourselves that we know what we're talking about. There's a lot of places that we could have kicked this off, but we figured the Knicks just made a top 10 pick, and this kid, is pretty divisive because there are things that people love about his game and there are things that people don't like so much about his game. So we figured we would take a look at the first half and some plays that stood out from a first half of the game he played this season against the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. The book on Toppin, as you probably know, incredible offensive player, probably has a reputation a little bit too much as a dunker, whereas he actually does some other stuff, which we're going to look at, with defensive shortcomings, which may or may not be overblown at this point. This is, So, Kris, you want to guess what Obi Toppin's defensive rebounds per 36 minutes were this year?
Well, the thing is, I feel like he's going to average even less in the NBA because he's not going to be playing center. He's going to be...
See, what? Like, you want him to get that right there.
4.8?
Oh, my God. Come on now. His rebound...
No. If we're doing per 36, I'll do... let me go.
No, he's 8.6.
I was going to say 8.9.
Yeah,
all right.
per 36. Just compare. So, like, Larry Hansgen got on the pod with me this week and was like, he needs to become a more greedy rebounder. And I think that example that we saw was perfect. However, makes up for stuff like this, running the floor like a gazelle. Just in comparison to some other folks in this class, Isaiah Stewart, 9.8 per 36. Precious Achiuwa, 12.8 per 36. James Wiseman, an obscene 16.7 for 36. James Wiseman might be good. We'll see. Good news, by the way, with the defensive rebounding. The percentage did go up from 12.9 to 14, or excuse me, that's overall rebound rate, 12.9 to 14.5 from his freshman to his sophomore year. Defensive rebounding rate in particular, 17.2 to 22.0. So that's encouraging. Now we're going to be looking at some defensive anticipation. Tell me what you think of this one here. I want your read on this.
All right.
So he's okay. So far, so good. He's maneuvering. He knows where he needs to be. This and that. Okay. Did you catch that?
Right to the ball.
No, yeah, exactly. So he gets a lot of shit.
He knows what's going on around him. That's the thing. He's been well coached. Everyone says he had an NBA coach.
Let's back this up even more because I want to like pay attention to how he just kind of navigates around the perimeter, which like this isn't like nothing about what we're watching right now is terribly impressive, but it's
not. But
that's really nice. Knowing where to be and actually getting there in time, and then that's less so. Should he have jumped for this?
I'm gonna say no, but
would it have killed him too? I feel like maybe not.
It wouldn't have. I think with the role he plays, like you don't make him jump for all those so that you can just have him as this offensive hub every time down on the other end. I can kind of get some of the misses, but no, there are a lot of there are a lot of ugly.
Hunting for blocks is like not a good thing, and you don't want it to be encouraged. Then he is
right.
Not hunting for blocks.
That's Mitchell Robinson's end of that's too far on the other end.
But there's also a fine line where you should. And this, like, how long does he? Let's count how long he takes before he actually makes this pass. All right, so we got one Mississippi, not even a second.
It was about a second. Yeah, I was watching the clock.
I want to watch this one last time and just think about how much would this be different if he was not playing the 5. If he's at the 4, because he's at the 5 right now. If he's at the 4 and Mitchell Robinson is in the game, can this play happen?
Well, I mean, they're both going to be. We talked about, we were on the pod with Chip and Jeff. And it was you who said Obi and Mitch both are going to be making their money in the paint offensively. So there's another play that we're going to look at in a little bit that I think is a sign that they could play well together. Yeah, and I think Toppin has some perimeter potential in terms of his playmaking because
look at this shit though. Look at this shit.
See,
that guy got in the way, but
that wasn't. I'm not gonna hold that over.
I think this is like, you like to see this. Look at this.
We're gonna be fun in transition between Barrett, Toppin, Robinson.
But look how he made the big
Knox.
Look how he made the big over here bite on the. So wait, right here.
Right, stops.
Boom. The second the guy took an extra step into the lane, he makes the kick out to the open wall.
Right, because he kept looking forward, which got the defender to
like that kind of anticipation is something that I really do want to see. He makes that kind of like half-hearted swipe, which again is not great. Although he didn't draw the foul, his teammate drew the foul there.
I'm not gonna foul, but I'm gonna make it look like I went for it.
I actually hold on. I think that was like a real. I think that was like a real attempt. Hold on. I don't know. I don't hate that as much. I don't hate that as much as the block he didn't go for on the previous defensive possession. Of the two,
there was something there. There was something. He did something.
He did a thing. The thing I'm more curious about is how him and Mitch are going to coexist. When not how they're going to
clearly they've got to have something on their mind because they wouldn't have drafted him.
Well, I think they can, and we're going to look at something in a sec that I think can give us some encouragement, but like specifically when they want Obi to post up and basically be an offensive hub out of the post. When they start him out in the corner, I think that's easier for the two of them together, but like to run the offense through him in the post, I think that's going to be a little bit trickier. Maybe it'd be a little bit easier if they have three shooters out there, but
all right, see here, that screen. And then he just makes you not care.
Like, again,
that's that Kristaps. I hate to say the name, but that's that Kristaps fake screen BS.
But if he's, so you don't like the screen here?
I think here it works. I think seeing it happen all the time is frustrating. Like every time, as opposed to
listen. But hold on, did he not accomplish his purpose here?
No, here it works.
Hold on,
here
does he holds off the guy? He prevents the momentum,
right? And then he slips right away back.
Yeah, the guy's on the guard's hip at the moment he does that. My point is that how do you stop this even at the next level if Obi Toppin is at the 5? Watch it one more time.
You mean at the 4?
No, at the 5. How do you stop this? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's a lot more dangerous at the 5 because if he's at the 4.
Oh my God, imagine if Enes Kanter was out there guarding him.
Well, but if he's at the 5 and Mitch is in a game, you have nobody, there's no other defender there to prevent that lob. Oh, and when
Mitch is out, I'm all in on.
And if the strong side of the floor is just the pick and roll,
they sign
with
Noel.
Obi in the guard. Listen, Noel could play 10, 15 minutes a game, and that's fine. See, but there's another one. Hold on, let's watch that again. Could he have done something here? This is all everybody looking for when he's at the 5 and there's a basket at the rim. Could he have done something? Or should he have made a play for the ball? It's like,
It's not glaringly terrible. It's just not encouraging in any way.
How important is pick and roll defense to you, Kris? Is it a big part of your life? Do you go to sleep at night thinking about it?
I think I just we see what happens in the playoffs.
So he's pointing. That's a good sign. He starts off pointing at something.
Communicative. And no, PNR defense is obviously important. There's none of it.
So I think, tell me if you think I'm nuts here. I think he actually is at first for a split second. He's like, I'm going to take the charge. Because look at the position he gets in here. Hold on. Doesn't it look like he's trying to take a charge right there?
Like he's about to put
he's about to get in the stance to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, and the thought, like,
it's the arm bends that kind of make
me thinking like, okay, in this instance, his first instinct is to take a charge. That's a little disconcerting. But again, that could be coached out. I think. Here's what I was talking about before. So the nice thing about Toppin is obviously the 3-point range. He was very good from the corners, even though he didn't shoot a lot from the corners, but he was excellent from there. People are not going to be able to forget about him, which is why it's such a shame that we don't really have a truly good penetrating playmaking point guard. Because if you have him at the 5 and he could stretch the floor like that, it opens up all kinds of shit for the offense.
Wait a year. Just wait a year. Then we need Jalen Suggs.
I digress. So I like here how he obviously knows that. And this is another way that they feature him on offense to try to bend the defense without him actually being in the post. And he's kind of like, so he's okay. Post up isn't happening. He kind of kicks back out to the corner. Notice that he's leaving the center, the defensive center, off balance the whole time. Again, kind of in and out. I like that. It shows that he's never
not standing and waiting.
Yeah, he's always on the balls of his feet, which is fantastic. This is a little bit of Obi unselfishness.
I keep coming back to his playmaking, man. That is going to be at the awesome. 4. Such a plus.
All right. No, that I just wanted to see this. Okay, here we go. So again, releases down the floor, gets in position for the post up, but it's not happening. The second the help comes, he kicks it right out. Like, you love to see that, right?
He's used to dealing with double teams, and I think just the sheer amount of reps he got having to see 2 guys come at him and be like, all right, what the hell am I doing here? Like, he's now very, very good at managing those situations.
Very, very good. And of course, every Knicks fan is going to ask themselves, well, would Julius Randle have made that quick kick out pass? Then again, the entry pass may have been coming from Elfrid Payton or Dennis Smith Jr. or Frank Ntilikina, none of which are a threat from 3. So maybe that's a bit of an unfair question, but it's still something to wonder. This is a nice little defensive play. So, like, good position right there. Yeah, that's like, I mean, an NBA player is not gonna force that turnover. That might be my favorite play that we
sequence.
Yeah. Let's just watch that play again, because that's just, I mean,
no, it's good stuff.
So right here, it's like he could do a lot of things. He has the kick out pass to the corner if he wants it.
Right corner, yeah. But
and just the fake
gets him to bite. And God, why not just finish at that point?
That's such high level shit right there. No, but like, okay, so we
really
over 3 or 4 things defensively.
Right.
That we're like, we're sitting here like, hey, could have done a better job, maybe, probably, whatever. But the stuff that he does on offense is just, man. I mean, it's just awesome. Everybody out there, thank you for checking out the first episode of Knicks Film School on YouTube here. Stay safe, wear a mask, and we'll continue to do these and hopefully get better at them, and more fun stuff is on the way.